Mr. Ford next.
Here's a mic check. Can you hear me all right?
Perfectly.
Okay, thank you for letting me give this comment, and I have no conflicts of interest. The role of the CDC is to set guidance that will protect people from disease. But between mountains of anti-vax propaganda, state representatives violating the ADA as they try to ban conventional masking, and variants mutating faster than we can keep track, it's a very challenging time for folks to protect themselves. Instead of giving you a big emotional statement, I'm going to give you a list of things that need to be addressed. I want to start by saying that the diseases discussed today are a risk to everyone, not simply the immunocompromised. Looking at it through the keyhole of death is a mistake when any single infection can destroy someone's quality of life forever, and we need to get everyone we can to limit the risks. We need to do everything we can to limit the risks. We need an earlier vaccine rollout with universal approval for all. 2 vaccine manufacturers are prepared to roll out as soon as mid-July, before the school year starts. A petition just a few days ago for this, and it's already at 1,000 signatures. Moderna is seeking approval of their JN1 as well as Novavax. If in addition to that, a KP2 vaccine is approved as well, we must ensure both types of vaccines are recommended so insurance providers will cover them. Recommendation needs to be for 2 shots to meet the advanced mutations between XBB and JN1, with imprinting being a major concern. COVID vaccines need to be made available twice a year, every year, for everyone. Not having the proper recommendations makes it so insurance can opt not to cover it. The public requires clarity on 2 vaccines 2 months apart, as this should be available to anyone. This rule was designed to allow anyone to have access, and we simply need to remove the additional hoop. The CDC and FDA should consider meeting twice a year to discuss variants and possibly an update to RNA, or if additional Novavax is required. This will also potentially give the Global South a targeted vaccine for their winter surge. Please stop seeing the COVID vaccines only through the lens of RNA. As this committee discussed today, it does have some limitations, including waning with gaps, limitations that are not present in the protein-based vaccines. We can get full coverage without gap that meet our current changing variant landscape, but only if the CDC makes clear guidance so that insurance is required to cover them. As the bridge program is expiring, access via insurance is the only way that people can access these life-saving vaccines, and your recommendations determine not only if people can access them, but whether insurance will cover the once free but now cost-prohibitive vaccines. Regarding pediatric COVID vaccines, I don't speak for them, but it would appear Novavax has expressed hesitation to file for the expansion of their product after the past regulatory pains. So then it could be administered to children. We need these hurdles removed and this product available. It's the same vaccine we use for adults that is safely administered to children, which means we could be vaccinating our kids with it right now and making them safer, but we aren't, and there's simply no good reason. The benefits of Matrix M alone make this a valuable addition to our toolkit for protecting kids. Even though this is not technically vaccine related, we are currently having state houses, both Dem and Republican, trying to go against CDC guidelines and limit individual freedoms by banning masks or other personal airborne protections under the guise of security. These politicians need a quick lesson in ADA compliance from the CDC. We are significantly less secure when our state reps are trying to ban protective PPE while a new surge is starting just weeks after the WHO took droplet theory to the waste bin and clarified the risk of transmission through the air. Also, please take H5N1 more seriously. It's already mutated to multiple different versions. There is so much what we don't know, but what we do know shows it as a ticking time bomb that needs to be diffused before it goes off, not after. Thank you.